Hi and welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'll run you through how you can install FortiSIEM VM on the VMware Workstation Pro and also the requirements needed to ensure that you seamlessly run the FortiSIEM in your environment. So firstly, we need to gather the requirements. You can go on the Google website and just type FortiSIEM installation requirements, and you get all the requirement based on your installation process. So the first one is that what we want to install is the Supervisor All-in-One. You can have FortiSIEM as in different installation deployments. You can have FortiSIEM as All-in-One Supervisor, whereby it's be able to monitor, collect logs, centrally from all the devices as All-in-One. So should in case you have remote sites or branches that are not within the same environment, you can deploy FortiSIEM as workers and collector in collector mode, so that the collector and workers will send their data to the central supervisor for processing. But this installation is a walkthrough for an all-in-one supervisor mode on FortiSIEM. And if you look at this, the requirement is a minimum of 12 vCPU, and recommended is 32, and this is based on having other functionalities like UEBA or without it as well. So majorly I want to use this as the recommended requirement to ensure that we're able to install FortiSIEM seamlessly. So the first thing you do is to go to your support portal, support.fortinet.com, and install and download the OVA file. So when you get to login, you should have opened or registered an account on support.fortinet.com. So on the support portal, I'll go to support firmware download. Then here, click on the drop down, look for FortiSIEM. Then under FortiSIEM, you see download, click on download. Then 7.0, 7.3, 7.32, which is the latest. And let's download the all-in-one ESXi just for our device. So click on the HTTPS. So based on the requirements, we'll be using, let's say, 12 vCPU. Then we use 32 gig RAM. Then all this also are part of the hard disk space that we're going to use for the FortiSIEM. This will be set up and configured during the process. So let's have this installed, transferred first. This is done transferring, extracting. This is done extracting. So all we want to do is let's double click this. Then accept, next. Let's give it a name, FortiSIEM. Okay, next, import. So now we have this. Let's just edit it. Let's edit this. And the processor should be 12. Then the memory should be 32 gig. Now, what we want to do now is to also allocate hard drive based on this functionality. So for the OS, the operating system will take 25 gig, which is what has been given here. Then let's add more operating system for this 100 gig database. Then hard disk, next, SXC1, next. So 100, next, finish. Then the next one is the CMDB, which is 60. Add, next, then 60, next, finish. The next one is another 60, which is for the SVN, then add next, then 60, then the next one is the local database. For this local database, we'll allocate 1 terabyte so as to have enough hard disk or space for event storage and all that. So add next, create 1000, finish. Then we click. So for this bridge, we'll leave it as bridge automatically because we want it to bridge directly to the network that we currently use. So click OK. Now we'll just power on the virtual machine and let's continue. So yeah, FortiSIEM is now being hosted on a Rookie Linux. It was formerly CentOS, but now which is quite good now because now on a Rookie Linux, which makes it very durable. So the default username is root. And the default password is prospect EU. So we have to change our password. So run this command to location bin cd is local bin. Then run this command config. Okay. Time zone. Let's say yes. Africa. Lagos. Okay. Then supervisor. So select the supervisor. Next. So you can install without FIPS because FIPS is only required in the United States. So we click next. So the SDB will be 100 gig, like we mentioned. If you look at yeah. So click next. So the hard disk for opt be 100 gig. So click next. For CMDB, if you look at what we have here, 60 gig. Click next. For SVN, if you look at what we have here, 60 gig. Click next. So now, if you compare what you have here with your notes, you'd see that opt is 100 gig, CMDB is 60 gig, SVN is 60 gig. Then click next. So we choose Ethernet 0, which is the default interface. Click next. IPv4. So let's give it an IP address. Let's give it /2 2 220 /220. So let's write it down. The IP address of our FortiSIEM is 220. IP 10.15.13.220. Okay. DNS should be for internet sake 8.8.8.8. DNS would be 200. So click next. So the host name will give it fsm.cyberpoint.com. So click next. So www. Now that the FortiSIEM is being loaded up, let's sign in with the credentials that we set up. Then let's check and confirm the IP address using this command -config -a. So you can see this is the IP address 10.15.13.220, which you can also have when setting up. So let's register and activate the license. So let's try and register the device. So log into your support portal. On the support portal, go to register more, then paste your support key, non-register. Then we need the hardware ID. Log into the FortiSIEM on the GUI and have access to it. So copy the hardware ID and paste here. And product description for the SIEM. Asset next. Then confirm. Accept. Then confirm. Then done. So we have the FortiSIEM. Go back to your device. Then let's go to, so let's import the license key. So let's download this. Then go to, so this is it on the dock. Save. So let's import the file. So here would sign in. Admin *1, then login. So we select the ClickHouse. So let's issue this command lsplk. So /diff/sde. So let's test. Okay, successful. Okay. So new admin password. So let's log in, accept, and now we have for the same dashboard. So in the coming slide, I will show how you can add devices to for the SIEM so that you can start having logs and also analytics for all your devices within your environment. Thank you for watching. Just watch out for the next videos.